Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. This week we're going to work on another inlay. We're going to do it on a Sapele wood blank. Now Sapele is a really nice dark wood, hardwood from Africa, and it's got a beautiful chatoyance to the wood. In other words, at certain lights the colours will change. So we're going to take advantage of that chatoyance, and we're going to put in a brass inlay. But the brass inlay isn't going to be a powdered inlay that we've tried before. It's going to be brass shavings from machinists. So it's going to give a nice bright sparkle at different angles. Anyways, that's the video. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to start off by drilling a hole in here for our worm screw. Okay, it's come along nicely. Good progress so far. So let's just take a look at the state of the wood. Now, because of the way Sapele is, the wood grows, a lot of the grain is kind of interlocking, which is why there's not many huge long bits of shaving. It's mostly a dust that comes off. Very much like mahogany in that respect. A bit more covering on this, and then we'll do some finishing passes and put the recess in. The idea with those finishing scrapes there is to try and leave as smooth a surface as possible, ready for sanding. You can see the stuff that comes off is an awful lot finer than normal turnings. Ready for the reset. Right, we've come back, we've turned it around. Now it's time to take out the centre and leave ourselves room for a nice inlay. I don't know why I'm marking it, so I've got to face it off in a second, but that's the kind of width we're going to want to leave. Right, that's back on. See how this is looking. Might go a little bit thinner on the rim. Full thickness. Just a little bit thinner on the rim. Okay. Beautiful looking shavings. Right, so I'm going to get my the scraper. No real need to yet because we're going to do the inlay. Actually, we'll do the inlay first and then I'll worry about scraping it. But we'll clean up this edge first. The amount of cleaning up is going to be easy on the inside, but that's fine. Right, let's have a look at this inlay. I don't want it too thick, because I run the risk of the resin bleeding through. It's more subtle than anything else. If you look carefully, I've left a little bit more thickness on this side than this side. This is just to allow for sanding and cleaning up of the inside. So hopefully by the end, it'll be nice and even apart. Should do that. I'm just going to sand the inside of that. Right. Before I put in, take the gloves off. Before I put in the brass and the resin, I just want to seal that trench. Reason being, leaving out of paper. The reason why I'm sealing it is because there's a very good chance of the resin going through and staining the walls. So I don't really want to have to worry about cleaning it up at the end. And a good healthy amount of cellulose sealer.
Fill it down so there's no better chance. Take them off for this stuff.
Right, we're back ready to start the inlay. I've already pre-mixed some resin, and that's currently sat in a bath of hot water just to try and make it as thin as possible. Now here we've got some brass shavings, which are a byproduct of milling. So I'm going to fill these in, fill in the border with this brass, and then I'm going to pour in resin after. Now we're sealed inside, so hopefully I'm not going to get the resin running through the edges. One of the obvious problems with this is getting air bubbles. Inside, coating the resin. The last time I tried something similar with aluminium swarf, I poured this in. Sorry, I poured the metal shavings into the resin first, and then put it into the gap. So I'm going to try a slightly different way this time, which will hopefully be as effective. But we'll see how it goes. If you've tried anything similar, I want to share your results, then please put a comment in the section below.
Check the side.
Now we can check the resin, see if it's thinned out a bit nicely. Start to pour. This isn't a race. Seems to be soaking in pretty well. Adding heat to it, the warm water bath certainly seems to have helped. Let's sit a second, so we get some heat to apply to it. That's where you have to refinish a little bit on the outside. There's no run over yet, but there's always that possibility. I'm going to keep a close eye on it. We'll let that just sit. Nice area. And come back when it's done. We've had a couple of days for this to set up. So I'm going to turn this back first and see how it looks. I'm doing it with the carbide tip. Cool. Right, I'll get set up for sanding. And I'll bring you back in a second. Right, as ever, I'll not make you sit through too much of this. I'll do first couple of passes and then I'll bring you back. And I'm just going to have to touch up a little bit on the rim there, just where a bit of the sealer has gone to the outside. That shouldn't take much. And there we have it. It's sanded up to 800 grit. And now we can start putting the finish on it. Now, I didn't really talk much about the finish at the start, mainly because I forgot to press the record on the camera. So we'll go through it now. We'll start off by cleaning out all the pores of this beautiful wood with alcohol. You can see that's the reason why. Because we're using a gold embellishing wax, just to help bring out the most of this grain. It's very, very subtle. As I mentioned earlier on, the grain on this wood kind of crosses over, it's overlapping, like a lot of mahogany woods. So you get lots of little dots, little pores, if you like. And you can fill each one of those pores with a nice golden sheen by using embellishing wax. I'm quite pleased with the way the inserts come out. It's catching the light beautifully. And that's the wrong wax. Wrong one. There we go. Gold embellishing wax. Obviously not on any paid promotion or anything daft like that. But it's just nice to show you what's out there and what people are using. Put it on in a kind of a swirling motion to make sure you get into all the grains. It's not expensive stuff, so don't worry about using too much or running out soon. One jar will last a very long time. That's that. Just put the lid back on. Starting off in a, that's too fast. Starting off on a slower speed. And just allow it to be rubbed into the wood. One great thing about Sapele is that it always gives such a beautiful high shine. As you can see. Okay, so pick up the speed a little bit. Turn to a clear piece of cloth. We take off the excess. And you know you've got it all off when your piece of paper goes on white, or goes on the same colour as it went on, and comes off the same colour. Still see a bit left. Just about there. Just use one more completely clean piece. something there. And there we have it. I'll just take this off the lathe. I'll see here in a second. There we have it. A Sapele bowl with gold embellishing wax inlaid with brass. If you've enjoyed the video, I really hope you have, and please like and subscribe, and if you leave a comment as well, then you'll be entered into a competition to win a bowl when we get to 1,000 subscribers. Right, I'll set up a few beauty shots, but apart from that, thank you very much indeed for watching, and I'll see you next time.